So this is sort of my ritual place in Batumi, and while many people don't realize that having a place to go that you consider to be productive, you consider to be a place that obviously you can stay and chill in, I think that that's very important, and if you're constantly traveling like I am, it keeps you grounded. I'm waiting for a waiter to sort of come around, but while I'm waiting for that, I figured why not create a video on grounding yourself while abroad and exactly how that happens. Now, obviously, for the vast majority of my time abroad, the way I get a taste of home is through McDonald's, which I'll obviously be going to tonight, and I'll put a clip up of what that experience was like. But of course, in a lot of cases and so forth, you're looking at very much a country where right now, I feel at home. I am very much enjoying my time in Georgia. I have recently been in Globalization, which I prefer the villages in Georgia very much so to places like Batumi and like Tbilisi, but I still go to obviously places like Atmosphere and so forth in Batumi because it's just some place that I enjoy going. It's 20 lari to get up here. Jeez. The table is sticky. And of course you can pay with cards, cash, whatever. And I'm just getting a load off from work. Albeit I'm doing work right now, as you can see. However, to me this is something that I enjoy doing. I'm in my own elements. I'm looking over Batumi, obviously. So, to me, this is enjoyable, this is fun. Whereas, if you constantly try to iterate on your business, if you constantly try to grind, you're going to burn out. Now, some would consider what I'm doing grinding right now. I don't really, because I'm waiting for a cola zero, but still a cola. And, just recording, kind of going over why I do what I do. And to me, this is therapeutic, almost. Now, my editor is going to have a fun time with the music. Hopefully this video does not get copyright striked. But if it does, oh well. It'll just lose monetization, which is fine. However, realistically, it's fair use, I believe, because I am presently in a public space, so hopefully it's public. It's fair use. With that said, of course, I am working on getting all of my videos created and to have a grounding place where you can find that balance of what you do, and additionally how your workflow moves forward. It's very important, and I have some grounding places around the world. So for instance, in Istanbul, I showed you my grounding place, which is the Egyptian Bazaar, and then of course you have here in Batumi, Atmosphere. I additionally love Café Davna in Tbilisi, and there's quite a few other places in and around the world that I spent time in, that I enjoy spending time in. And of course, this is something you should be thinking about when you are choosing a city to live in, a city to bank in, a city to hire in. If you enjoy the city, you're going to have a better and easier time hiring. You're going to have a better and easier time spending time there to update bank details or obviously spend money there. And so there's not as much resentment, so to speak, regarding these things. And so, of course, when I go to different countries, I find a grounding place to really dive into work and relax, which sounds counterintuitive. Why would you dive into work and relax at the same time? That doesn't really make much sense. But if you find a place where you're grounded, that's exactly what happens. And so, while I think that the way that it's explained is perhaps a bit odd, I think that it realistically shows that you can have both a place to grind and a place to relax all at the same time. And for me, looking over the mountains in Batumi is just something I enjoy. Looking over the Black Sea is something that I enjoy. And so I get a mix of both. And soon I will be going to Globalization, which I will show you another grounding place there. I plan to make this sort of a series where I am working to create spotlights on companies and places that I enjoy spending time in, and companies and places that I think deserve, right, the notoriety and the shout-outs that I would give them. When it comes to consulting, I do, go over these things and so much more. So for me, this is something that, of course, I should also mention on YouTube if I am at all, saying I don't gatekeep information, which of course I don't. And so if you appreciate that I don't gatekeep information, I would appreciate you taking that leap and joining me on this journey of internationalization and globalization, subscribing to this channel. If you are looking for consulting on where to go, how to ground your business in a city, feel free to contact me on the Calendly link down below in the description. I will give you a one-on-one consulting call. Of course, if you liked this video, feel free to like it. If you really liked it, feel free to share it with your friends. This has been Traveler Report, signing off.